Alright, hello. So, the vlog today is really going to be about doing my menu. I usually put my menu up on this blackboard right here. Alright. Real life. Baby. Fight and sleep. So I usually put my menu up there. And I just want to kind of show you my process in this. The first thing I always do is take an inventory of what food we already have. Because we are a frugal family, there's no point in really going out and just buying, because why would you do that when you have food here? So what I'm going to show you is I normally would take a little bit of time and do an inventory of what I have in my freezer down in the basement, in the big freezer, and in the little freezers up here, and the refrigerators, the pantry, those kind of things. And then after I take my inventory, yes, and so then I go ahead and combine it all in a list. And when I look to see, I take my planner. My planner's next to see what we're doing for those weeks or that month that I'm planning for. And so then I try to use up what we have first. So I make meals out of those first, and then if we need one or two little things, like I think last month I needed some more sour cream, so I always have a list next to me that I can just add to my list, and I just write down the little bit of things that we need, okay? And so, and then what I try to do is go from there and write out for the whole month my meals, mainly dinner, but some months I do breakfast and lunch, and sometimes I'll do snacks. Usually the snacks I'll do weekly, only because snacks are one of those things that it's, okay, what am I in the mood for? I mean, we do that with some meals too. But when you're basically cooking at least 3 times a day, the same stuff gets boring. So the snacks are the things that if we can get some different kinds of produce, or if we want to get some different kinds of crackers or trail mix that we want to put together, I have to make sure that I write down if we need something that maybe we don't have. We have a lot of dried fruits, we have some nuts, we have raisins, things like that. And so if we wanted, well, we have cranberries. I was going to say some dried cranberries, but we have some of those too. Say we didn't have strawberries, but I wanted to put strawberries in our oatmeal one day, or cereal, or whatever, you know. I could go ahead and buy some strawberries and dehydrate those for the upcoming weeks. I could write it down on my list. We do have Strawberry Patch out back, but it does not give us near enough for what we need. We get a few strawberries here and there, and honestly, the girls just pick them and eat them immediately right then. So what I do is I like to send one of my older kids down and do an inventory of the chest freezer downstairs for a couple different reasons. One, it takes a little bit of time to do, because it usually has quite a bit of stuff in there, and so, which is a good thing, but we seem to forget a lot of the stuff that's underneath. So I really encourage them to pull everything out, make sure that they're writing down every single item. I know it seems kind of goofy to do that every single month. We've tried to keep a going list and try to cross it off as we use it, but honestly, there's been so many times that we've tried that, and it just honestly does not work, because we either just don't do it, or we get lazy, or we just forget about the list altogether. So after I have the list compiled of all of our food in the house, then I go through, and this is just an old page. I don't have anything written on this page, but I would go through, and if we have something on those days that I can kind of go off of that. Okay, on this day, we're not going to be home around dinner time. We're going to be home. You know, we have to leave like, you know, at 5:30 to go to American Heritage Girls for my daughter or something like that. He finally gave up and went to sleep. So I have to make sure that my dinner is done and we eat before we go. So in order to do that, a lot of times dinner is kind of in the way. So we homeschool. If you follow my channel, then you know that. But so I can't always do the hands-on stuff that I'd like to do for those days. Sometimes we have to do crock pot meals, but I need to have it all written down